What's up, Fig fam? Welcome back to the Fig Heel YouTube channel, and today we're going to be unboxing the new WWE Survivor Series 2025 Elite Collection. JD McDonagh, his second Elite in the Mattel line, and this one represents his War Games 2023 appearance, so we're going to see how this figure measures up to his first time in the line. JD McDonagh, Mr. Funko Pop Head, as Cody Rhodes likes to call him. Here is his first time in a line figure from Elite Series 112. You can see it comes with the interchangeable hairpiece as well as a new, or I should say a different, head sculpt than that of the Survivor Series one we're about to unbox. Not my favorite figure, but this one honestly looks pretty damn awesome. As you can see, he does come with a removable entrance vest as well as interchangeable hands and a removable Judgment Day purple bandana, which if you guys are a follower of this channel or me on Instagram, you know that I love purple. So it's an automatic points coming from me. Again, this is to build Nick Aldis from 2023, which is the same year that this JD McDonagh represents. Now, here we have his picture on the back of him making his entrance. It says, from Bray County, Wicklow, Ireland, same as Finn Balor, because that is who trained him. 5 feet 10 inches, 195 pounds, and his finisher is the Ireland's Call. The Irish Ace was center stage in some of the wildest moments of the action-packed main event at Survivor Series War Games 2023. Career highlights, World Tag Team Champion, and NXT Cruiserweight Champion. He comes with Nick Aldis's legs, but we're not here to talk about legs. We're not here to talk about Ireland. We are here to talk about JD McDonagh's Survivor Series figure. So let's get right into it. As usual, we got to take out the small accessories first. That's just how I like to do it. Now, the cool thing about this is that as far as Judgment Day Elites go, or I should say figures, we now have a JD McDonagh with the bandana. We have the two different Ultimate Edition Finn Balor's with the bandana, and the locked up prisoner Dominic Mysterio. Jailbird Dominic also comes with a bandana, so I think you can make a pretty cool lineup with those three figures right there. All right, we have C grips, which are pretty customary when it comes to Elite figures. We have the open hands, which you guys know that I love. But my favorite is always going to be closed fists, so this is what we're keeping them on. Then we have Nick Aldis's pants. Now, one thing I will say is this year, all of the Build-A-Figure figures feel very, very cheap. Cheaper than a typical Elite and much more hollow. They're clearly doing something as far as using less plastic. So if you are here to build a figure, I would take it easy on these because I do think they feel like they could break easier. But we're going to build Nick Aldis another day. Today is all about JD McDonagh. We're going to take off his entrance vest because we're going to finish with that. And we're going to talk about him bare bones without the entrance vest, without the bandana. Here we have that new head sculpt with the hair. And as you can see, there's like beautiful braiding in the hair. Very nice detail that they captured on this. I mean, you can see almost every strand in those braids. Very, very, very cool. I think he's got the appropriate arms and torso for JD McDonagh. A decent likeness on the face, right? I think it's better than his first one. Molded beard and that true effects really does come out very well in this one. Black trunks with white piping and the Irish Ace right there. Nothing on the back. We've got one black knee pad, one white, both with the JD McDonagh Ace right there. So very cool, very standard. If they release this as a main event, I don't think anybody would buy it because it's kind of a boring gear. But when you throw this bad boy in there, brings it to another level. We got his leather entrance vest with the half skull on one side, all the chains and zippers and studs and everything you could ask for. Here we have the JD logo, and it says 1990 right there. I'm assuming that's when he was born. On this side, we have the Irish Ace. Very, very cool. I dig it. I think this is a very well done entrance vest. And so much detailing and sculpting went into that. So I'm a big fan. Let's take this. Let's put it on him. There he is. Yeah, you got to keep the fists. I don't really think that open hands really warrant being on this figure, but it's always nice to have an option, right? Can't really complain when we have options. And last but not least, we are going to put on, look at that purple bandana with the skull imprint from the nose down. I dig that. Now to do this, you have to take off the head like that. You're going to put this on there and then you pop the head back on. I saw a video of people trying to put this on like over the head and it just was not working out. Like I'll show you. It's just not working out. You're going to rip it. It's not meant to go over. You got to go under. I know it doesn't look perfect that way. It doesn't even look natural, but the only other alternative is no bandana. So there he is in all regalia with his entrance gear and that bandana. I think it looks literally awesome. Side by side with Mr. Finn Balor, which I'll grab right over here. I think that they would go very well together. They both have the same bandana, just slightly different imprinting, I would say. So there we have it. Look at that, man. How cool is that? Student and teacher with a matching figure set. I dig that, man. I really, really dig that. Love the Finn Balor, but I got to say, look at that. Look at the printing on that bandana. Look at the printing on JD's. JD's is so much cleaner, crisper, and better. And even on the chase, that's exactly what my chase one looks like. So it is what it is. JD McDonough getting his second Elite. So let's compare it to that of the first time in the line. And I would say that without even really assessing this fully and doing comparisons of every part, I think it's obvious which one is better, right? The new Survivor Series 2025 Elite Collection, first time in a line, I feel like is never a perfect hit. And I don't even think it's intentional for them to even try to make it perfect. I think when you make the first time figure absolutely definitive, it kind of cuts off interest of future releases. So there always needs to be something to improve. And Mattel did exactly that with this Survivor Series 2025 JD McDonough. So comment below. You guys plan on picking this one up? Or are you skipping out on the Irish Ace? Hope you guys like this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram and TikTok at FigHeel. Twitter is at TheFigHeel. Pick up the Wrestling Figure Encyclopedia, available now on Amazon.com or simply go to HeelBooks.com. We'll see you on the next one, guys. Peace. Are you a wrestling figure collector of WWE, Mattel, AEW, Jazzwares, and everything in between? Then you need FigHeel's Wrestling Figure Encyclopedia, the modern edition covering all releases from 2010 to present day. Featuring over 7,000 photos of action figures from the hottest brands, including independent toy makers. Keep track of what you have, want, and need, including loose, mock, and overall collection value. With figure photography by Matthew Goldberg, the Wrestling Figure Encyclopedia is a must-have for collectors. Full-color paperback and hardcover editions available now at HeelBooks.com. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter at FigHeel. Pick up my book series on Amazon and my merchandise on ProWrestlingTees.com/FigHeel. Join my official sponsor, Whatnot, at WhatHeal.com and receive $15 off your first purchase.